Hey everyone, it's been a while since our last video.
So come and join us for our 2-night stay at Lumley Castle.
So we're staying in one of the courtyard rooms, which is located just outside the castle itself.
We were supposed to be staying in one of the rooms located within the main castle, but we hit a little bit of a snag. We'll tell you about that in a minute.
Let's go check out the room.
Come on. Oh my God, don't make me laugh. I'm about to feel.
Hello.
Hello and welcome to the booby prize. So guys, this isn't quite the room that we were supposed to have and the room that we wanted to share and show with you guys. We did have a bit of an incident last night and I'll tell you more about that in a second. But let me show you around where we are now. So this room is based in the annex, not the main castle, but it's still really lovely. It's got a king size bed, which is great. As you know, Craig's a big guy, so plenty of room for both of us.
Plenty of room.
So the room that we were supposed to have was actually a classic superior room, castle superior room, sorry, over in the main castle. And it was up a very narrow winding stone staircase.
It was a bit dangerous.
To get to the room. It was a bit dangerous, and if you had a lot of bags, like we did, because we don't travel light, it was
precarious.
Quite a journey. So this is the room, and let's tell you what went wrong.
So last night, you're probably wondering what happened. Well, it wasn't the best of evenings, to say the least, and I'm still not convinced we're fully over it.
I've got a bit of PTSD, I think.
It's been a day. It's been quite a day. So last night, obviously, we were doing 2 nights at Lumley Castle, and we were filming yesterday pretty much all day, just around the castle, getting the B-roll, getting a feel for it so we could be kind of subject matter experts in the castle, or trying. So it was a long old day. We got up to the room, and normally we do check the bed for bed bugs. It's one of our first things we do. But for some reason yesterday, we kind of just assumed it would be okay. Our fault completely. But we did check it about probably 12:30, so it was quite late by the time we sort of peeled back the layers. And to our absolute horror,
dun, dun, dun.
Tori found a bed bug. And it was laying there kind of motionless, like a little dirty, I'll put a picture of it up on screen now, but this dirty little bed bug sitting on the top of the mattress, and we just both freaked. Because, I mean, it's not so much with the fact that you get a bug on you or it bites you, it's the fact you take them home and they just multiply. You've just got an infestation on your hands, and they could be in any of your luggage, they could be in your clothes. It was a nightmare, wasn't it?
It was. So we kind of ripped the bed apart, like searching with our phones and everything, and thought, well, we're going to have to let management know, which we did. And they were really good, weren't they? The guys, They come up straight away and apologised, and they moved us over here, which is why we're in the annex and not in the main building.
But anymore. Honestly, that room was gorgeous. I think we've already shown you a small clip of that room. But it was a proper castle room. You felt like you're in a castle when you're in that room.
You felt like royalty. It had a really nice kind of
opulent.
Yeah, like castle features to it. Like the window in there was a real feature, wasn't it? And the bed canopy. And it is a shame that we couldn't show you more and share that with you guys, But
we can't take chances with bed bugs,
no.
And I think the hotel felt the same. So we moved to this room. By the time we got in, it was 2 a.m. The cameras were dead from the filming, so I couldn't get any of it on film, unfortunately. But you can take the slightly harrowed look in both our eyes as evidence of the fact that it wasn't fun.
And I then was itching all night long. You know what it's like when someone mentions bugs or something and you kind of psychosomatic, like, scratching your head and scratching here and there and everywhere. So I think I kept you awake as well most of the night, didn't I? Which wasn't.
Yeah, so we've gone from this kind of lovely big stateroom in the castle to this kind of very plain room. I mean, it's still a lovely room, don't get me wrong.
It's gorgeous, yeah, and it's got everything you need is here. All your comforts are taken care of.
But we're no longer in the castle, so I feel a bit like we're in the garden now, like in the shed.
In the shed.
So it doesn't feel the same. So it's a bit of a letdown. But the staff, where the manager came to see us this morning, and he said, look, last night's on the house. We can't expect you to pay for that, which was more than fair. They did have a professional pest controller go into the room while we were busy searching the seams of every single bag that we've got, like all afternoon. And they did come around and say, look, we we did investigate everything. They took the sockets off. They took every kind of removable item off and checked. There's no sign of any live bed bugs, so at least that's something.
That's something, yeah. Let's show you around the rest of the castle, because it's quite impressive.
It's awesome.
I promise I'll be good next time.
You better be good next time.
I promise.
Nice little seating area outside. Is that tree interesting?
It was that a bit later on when it's darker, but not at the moment.
Do you reckon it helps if I push record? So we decided to pop out to a pub for dinner tonight, which is a pub about 5 minutes away called the Chester Moor. Looks really good from the reviews and we can't wait to tuck in. I personally am starving.
Oh, me too. I could eat a scabby horse.
Looks tasty. So we both went for the steak and ale pie. It just looks too good to resist. Can't wait to tuck into that.
Well, that was one of the nicest steak and ale pies I think I've ever eaten in my whole entire life.
Yeah, I agree. Gorgeous.
So as you know, Lumley Castle is not without its ghosts. And one resident ghost is that of Lady Lily, who met her watery end at the bottom of this very well. She was the illegitimate wife of the lord of the castle, who refused to convert to Catholicism. Kidnapped one night by 2 priests, she was dragged off and thrown to the bottom of this well where she drowned. And ever since has haunted the castle. Some say that on a good night, if you stare into the depths of the very clear waters, you may see the face of Lady Lily staring back at you. We were speaking with a staff member earlier tonight who told us about a leak that was coming from above. 2 workmen were called in to remove the hatch and fix the leak. As they did so, a house brick was ferociously thrown down at them. The unusual thing about this house brick? Well, let me show you. So if you take a look in here, this is the brick that was thrown from that loft hatch from one of those towers. And you can see her name.
Yeah, Lily.
Lily.
Etched into the brick.
Pretty cool story, huh?
That is awesome.
Now the staff did have the brick dated, and apparently the brick is 200 to 300 years old. Was Lily giving those workmen a warning? Was it a cry for help? Or an act of vengeance? No one knows.
So we thought we'd pop into the hotel bar after what feels like it's been a very long day. Or a very long 2 days, in fact.
A very long 2 days. Now, as much as the drinks are lovely, a bit pricey. Pint of Guinness, large glass of wine, £18. Now, I'm not tight, but I think that's a bit steep, don't you?
That is a bit steep. So you're not going to be getting too many rounds before you're fully skint. And just looking at the cocktail list here, I mean, they're quite imaginative. We've got the Lady Lily, £22. The Nighttime, £20. My personal favourite, the Maple Old Fashioned, £25. So 2 of them, and you're pretty much paying London prices, let's face it.
That's Savoy prices, that is.
But it's an imaginative cocktail list. There's some nice cocktails on there, but you're not going to like the price. Cheers.
Cheers. Savour that, because it was a lot of money.
Cheers to no cocktails. Nice little private dining room. Very intimate and cosy. And just slightly creepy. Obviously, you know, we're fans of that kind of thing. This room is pretty atmospheric as well. I think it's all set up for breakfast. But it's the creepiest, most atmospheric breakfast room I've ever seen, that's for sure. What's wrong there? Creepy little back bit. Love it. Lights out here are also pretty cool. I like the little bulbs in them.
I'd love that at home.
They're so cool. And that's the night spa just through there, bar and restaurant. Sorry. Wow.
Now, this is quite unusual. At the castle, you can come and actually have a go at an escape room.
Look at that. One of the only castles in the country to have its own escape room.
Now watch your head as you come in here.
Let's see if I can get through.
So this place is pretty cool. This is the dungeon disco area, and you can also hire this out for functions. And just through here, there's the bar. Come and check it out.
Wow.
How atmospheric is that?
How awesome to have your own little party in here. I think this is where they see paranormal activity, right?
Yeah. A lot of people have picked some stuff up in here, like unusual feelings and...
Yeah.
It's a really cool space though, isn't it, to be able to rent out?
It's so cool, that vaulted ceiling. But there's a few ghosties in here. Love it. Ah, that's quite pretty actually at night with all the little fairy lights twinkling. Probably a little bit of a sucker for fairy lights. Look at that. Gives you holiday vibes really, doesn't it? I like it. And one of the things about this castle is this absolutely stunning courtyard. I was just really looking forward to seeing this lit up at night. Look at that. It's kind of creepy, but also quite cosy. Such a stunning castle. Oh, look at this. Al fresco seating area that's kind of lit up. Absolutely stunning. I like that. I'm just heading down for a little walk around the edges. Ooh. So it looks like that leads into one of the corridors we walked down earlier. The ancient turrets of the northwest tower. Wow. Looks like a well or something down there. Don't know if you can see that in the dark, but interesting. The history in this place is unreal. Beautiful window up there. I think this castle dates back 800 years. And it shows. That is stunning. I just love those old fire burners. I'd like a few of them on the front door myself. Wow. Look at that. Those lights look like fire. And another little al fresco seating area. And a room called Cuthbert. Very dark. Spooky. Now that is a spooky little room. With a fabric ceiling. And what looks like, is that a sofa over there? How interesting. It's got a kind of religious feel to it. Cuthbert, you dark horse. Bead. Meeting in progress. Wonder who's meeting in there this time of night. And you can just see the silhouettes of all the turrets around the top. That's when you know you're in a castle. There's no mistaking those silhouettes. Absolutely gorgeous. But what better way to enjoy castle grounds than at night? No hubbub, no hustle and bustle, just silence. It's difficult to imagine this place being scary to anyone. Maybe some people might find it quite scary, but I think it's just peaceful, like a church or an abbey or something like that. Well, It's the end of a very long day exploring Lumley Castle, and I really hope you enjoyed it. I think we're about ready to hit the sack.
Oh, I'd say so.
If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the like button.
And if you do enjoy following us around these old eccentric hotels, please subscribe because it really does help us out more than you guys know.
Take care, guys, and see you on the next one.
See you guys. Bye.